Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video we're going to be carrying out a simple and quick makeup routine that you can easily recreate at home, whether you're a beginner or you're just somebody looking for a fresh everyday look that you could use for your everyday day-to-day businesses. So let's get started. First off, we're going to be starting with our foundation. You have to make sure you're applying a foundation shade that matches your skin tone. You have to make sure that this is not something that is way lighter or way darker than your skin. So if you notice, I had to use two foundations to apply, and you make sure you blend it evenly to your skin. Then we move on to the concealer. So the concealer, the main reason why we're using the concealer is to brighten our face. Concealer is used to highlight your skin, and we're going to be adding some under our eyelids, adding some to our chin, on the tip of our lips. Also, we're going to be adding to our forehead and also to the tip of our nose, and this is going to highlight and bring out those beautiful features that each of us ladies have. We're also going to be using a brush or beauty blender. So basically I used a brush to blend it in first before I used the bigger brush to blend it in. So you can either be using a beauty blender or a little brush or a big brush to blend it in, depends on which you want. Don't forget, you don't have to add so much concealer to your skin. It's a simple makeup routine. We don't want it to be over shouty or over baked. We just want it to be very light with little coverage. So another thing you should note when choosing your concealer for highlighting, you should also know that you don't have to choose a concealer that is very light. Well, even if you use a concealer that is very bright, you just have to top up your blending game. So one thing about makeup can be horrible at start, but the main thing is if you're able to blend very well, your makeup always comes out perfectly. You have to learn the game of blending. So the next thing we're going to be moving on is to our blush. So basically I use my lip palette for my blush. I don't have to use a blush palette, so I have a lip palette. I just pick up the red and the pink, mix it together, and I apply it to the apple of my cheek, and that's what I do for whenever I want to apply my blush. You can actually use powder blush or you can use cream blush. It depends on you and which one you want to use, but basically I use the both. I love this one because it gives me that inner pink tone before I add the powder blush. So I'm basically going to be applying the blush to the chin of my face, the right and the left, and the tip of my nose because it gives me that cute look. Then you blend it in. Like I told you earlier, you have to top up your blending game. If you're not able to blend, you have to find a way to learn it, because blending is what makes the makeup perfect or looks perfect, even if it isn't perfect. So when you're done blending in your blush, this is what I had as the finished look. The next thing we're going to be going in is with our setting powder. So the use of setting powder is just to set in the concealer or the foundation or whatever cream product you've applied on your face. So it makes sure that the product sits evenly and it doesn't smudge or break or gives you creases when you go around doing your day-to-day activities. So I had to apply the setting powder on under my chin, on my face, on my tip of my nose, my forehead. And this is basically me telling you that in case you don't have a setting powder, you could still use your normal face powder in case you don't have a setting powder, but you could try getting a setting powder. Then the next thing we're going to go into is our contour. Our contour is used to give our face the shape which we want. If you notice, your contour has to be darker than your skin. So highlight is lighter than your skin, contour is darker than your skin. So you have to contour your nose because we want those nose looking small and pointed and cute. Then you also contour under your cheeks. This makes you have more cheekbones or appear like you have high cheekbones or inner cheekbones. Let's use the word inner cheekbones. So you highlight it, also you contour there. You're also supposed to contour your forehead, but I prefer not to contour my face. I'm just doing this because I really wanted to contour my nose. But basically you contour your nose, the forehead, and under your cheeks. The next thing we're going to be using is our eye pencil to do our brows. So if you remember when I said for makeup you have to learn blending, for eyebrows you have to learn how to conceal. If you're able to conceal, your eyebrows games are going to be way better than you can imagine. So you just have to be able to fill your eyebrows with eye pencil. Fill it in. I didn't say make it dark or black, just fill it in. Make dash strokes on your eyebrows. but make sure you brush your brows first with a spoolie. Then you use your eye pencil, fill it in, dash strokes, fill it in any way you want. Don't mind the shape it gives you, because we know you're a beginner and we're trying to just get a random shape. But now this is where the big deal comes from. You have to have a concealer brush. Then you use your concealer, or you can use your foundation, because like we said, we're having a makeup that look that is very natural. So you use that concealer brush and that foundation or concealer to conceal the eyebrows to the shape you want. With time, you get better. Even me, you can see, obviously, I'm not perfect. Including me, I'm not perfect in the whole makeup team, but we'll find a way to do it. So next, you tap your face with your powder to set up everything and to clear up the setting powder so it becomes even. You brush out the blending, that setting powder, because we don't want it to be whole white stuff on our face. We want it to be evenly blended. So the next thing we're going to go is with concealer on our eyelid, because we want to set up our eyeshadow. So after putting your concealer on your eyelid, please open your eyes, close your eyes, so that the concealer doesn't break. Then we're going to be using our powder to apply as eyeshadows, because we don't want so much color. We don't want people to even know we applied anything under our lids. So we're going to be using our contour powder as our eyeshadows. Don't forget, you're not swabbing it all over your eyelid. You're going to be dabbing. So you dab the dark powder on your eyelid, dab it all over where you want it to be. Then you go in next with your normal powder, which is your skin color powder, and you put it above your eyelid, that is immediately under your eyebrows. This is going to separate and give that even look to your eyeshadow look. We don't want the dark color to be all over our face where we look scary. We just want it to be immediately on our eyelid, and above it we put the powder, which is exactly our skin tone. And I think that looks good. Then the next thing we're going to be going with is our eyeliner. We put our eyeliner. See, there are different eyeliners. There are gel. There's this one I'm using right now. So you have to find which one you prefer. Basically, I prefer the gel, but today I'm going to be using this one because I want my eyeliner wing to be sharp and pointy. So you apply your eyeliner. Don't make it so big. You can make it big if you want. Some people make it big and they love it, but for me, I prefer it thin, little, and long, because, well, I already have cat eyes, so what's the use? Then the next thing we're going to be going with is our lipstick. So for the lipstick, we're going to be using eye pencil. So we're going to be using our eye pencil to line our lips, our upper lips. We're going to use it to line our lower lips. The eye pencil also, you can use it to give your lips the shape you want. If you want it to be fuller or bigger, you can increase the width of your lips by using the eye pencil to line a higher width of your lips. If you want it to be smaller, you line a smaller amount of your lips. This will determine the size of your lips. That's why makeup is so unique, because it can change the features of your face. So after using the eye pencil, we're going to be using our lipstick brush, and we're going to be using the dark lipstick color, and also to place on the place where we applied the eye pencil. This is just going to make it look matte and more pigmented. So we do the same. We do what we did for our upper lip and for our lower lip. We use the lipstick to apply on where we placed our eye pencil. Then we go in with nude or cream or pink, whatever color you want. I prefer this color because I know it suits me. I've used it like 1,000 times. So you depends on which color you want to use or which look you want. But I would suggest, since we're going for a simple look, to use something calm and nudish. So this is the color I'm using, nude pink. And I applied it and I dab my lip. When you're done dabbing, you use the eye pencil to cover up any part you feel like it's too light. You can also use the lipstick brush to place in anywhere you want that you feel like it's too dark. So it depends on what you want and what you feel like will fit or look good on you. Then we're using our concealer brush. This is to conceal the excesses. Maybe there is a part of the lipstick that was in a part of your lip you don't want it to be. So you can use your concealer brush with foundation to remove those excesses. Then we're using our brush and powder to dab on those foundation which we use to conceal our lips so it doesn't break or smudges. Then we're going to be using the brush to dab every single part of our face because we are done with this look. Dab it up, set the face. Don't forget your neck. Then the next thing, we're going down with our mascara. We're going to apply it to our upper and lower lashes. Then the next thing, we're going to apply a blush. I told you I added I have two types of blush, the powder and the cream. So this is the powder blush. We're going to be applying it to our cheek and to our forehead and to our nose. Then the next thing we're going to go in is our highlighter. This is called bronzer. Most people know it as bronzer. So apply the bronzer or the highlighter to our cheek, that is above the blush area, and to the tip of our nose. This is to highlight the nose. Also to the tip of our lip, our cupid bow, we want that popping. And basically that's the end of today's makeup tutorial. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.